Good evening, everyone. This is Banu from Myrank. So, as we have already mentioned beforehand, we'll be discussing about NEET UG counseling and primarily about Telangana State Counseling. So, let's wait for 5 minutes before rest of your friends joins, and then we'll start this. Someone asked that is it possible to share the recording after the session? Yes, we'll be sharing this recording and it will be available on YouTube for you to go through after the meeting. So meanwhile, if you have any questions or doubts which you want me to clarify, so please ask it in question and answer column in the Zoom meeting session, so that we'll reply it at the time of question and answer session. I haven't yet started speaking, so there will be no voice. So I think you can hear me right now, right? And in regards to any questions, please don't use chat. Please use the question answer option, so that during Q&A time, we will go through every Q&A and we'll try to cover as many as possible for today's meeting. If it is not possible, then we'll discuss the Q&A in the next meeting, which we are going to have. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, am I audible to everyone? Yeah, good. So before going for in-depth discussion on Telangana State A category counseling, so first of all, let's understand how the seats are distributed to every counseling. So let's say, for example, if a government college has 100 seats in them, so 15% of the seats will be allocated to All India quota, and remaining 85% seats will be allocated to the state quota. And similarly, if a private college is there in the state of, let's say, Telangana, out of 100 seats, 50% seats are allocated to the convener quota, and remaining 50% are divided into, let's say, management quota, B category, NRI quota, or C category, or some other XYZ things. So when you combine the counseling for both government quota in government colleges, which is 85%, and 50% convener quota seats in private colleges, will get the A category counselings. And in A category counselings of Telangana, basically, so the total number of seats are further divided into two parts. One is the local quota, which comprises of 85% of the seats in Telangana completely. And we have got another 15% unreserved quota, for which basically everyone of AP and Telangana and non-local people who satisfies the non-local quota conditions are also eligible. Okay. I keep getting questions in the chat, so please ask any questions in Q&A column. Am I not audible? I think, Komal, I think there is some issue at your end, so please look into it. Okay, good. So primarily, let's say, so state 85% local quota and unreserved 15% quota. So for a student to be eligible for the local 85% quota, he needs to satisfy either of the two conditions. So first condition is that if a student has studied their classes starting from 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th in Telangana, then he is local here, irrespective of where he has studied beforehand, let's say from 1st to 8th. So let's take an example. If a student has studied 1st to 8th in Dubai, and he has come over and studied from 9th class to 12th class in Hyderabad itself, then he is local as per the rules and regulations of Telangana. Okay. Any doubts here? So if anyone has satisfied this condition, there is no need to consider any other things. Okay, that's it. They are local here. But if, let's say, there will be students who have just studied their 11th and 12th here, they doesn't come under this quota. So then there is another second rule. If someone satisfies the second rule also, then they are eligible for local quota. The rule is that if they have not satisfied the first initial condition of continuous 4 years, mainly last 4 years in Telangana, Then if they have completed the last 7 years of their study in either AP or Telangana, and in those 7 years, the maximum amount of period, let's say maximum amount of the 7 years has been done in Telangana, then they are local of Telangana. Okay. So let's take an example. I mean, basically this is a rule which has been formulated in 1979, I think. So at that time, it's a combined Andhra Pradesh, and the total number of regions have been divided to AU, OU, and SVU. Okay. So this maximum period of study is to be considered among these three regions. So let's say, for example, a student has studied 6th and 7th in Andhra Pradesh, and 8th and 9th in Andhra Pradesh, let's say 6th and 7th in Visakhapatnam, 8th and 9th in Kurnool, and 10th, 11th, 12th, he has studied in Telangana. So then if you divide him, it's 2 years in AU region, 2 years in SVU region, and 3 years in OU or Telangana region. So the maximum period of his study has been done in Telangana. So he is eligible for Telangana 85% local quota. Is there any doubt in this, or do you require some more clarity in regards to this, or does anyone have any individual clarifications which they require in terms of this local quota? So, sir, if student studied only 11th and 12th, so if the student has only studied 11th and 12th, it depends on where he has studied rest of the schooling from 6th to 10th. And understand that if in the 6th to 12th, if someone has studied in any other state other than AP and Telangana, then they will not come under this criteria. Simple. Please entertain on Andhra students. So the situation is similar for Andhra also. There is no other process there. Let's say, for example, if the student has studied their last 4 years in AU region, then he is local of AP AU region. If the student has studied last 4 years in SVU region, then he is local of SVU region. And if they don't satisfy that, then they need to satisfy the 7 years condition, which is basically if the maximum number of period is in SVU region, then he is local of SVU. If the maximum number of period in the 7 years is in AU region, he is local of AP AU. If the student's maximum period of study is in Telangana, then he is local of Telangana. Okay. If we are eligible for local quota, is there any benefit for? Yes, obviously, as 85% of the seats are allocated to local quota students, the cutoffs for local quota would obviously be far higher than students who are only eligible for unreserved or non-local quota. So these are the rules for local quota. And after that, if we consider this unreserved 15%, the local students of OU, AU, SVU are eligible any day. Other than that, if someone satisfies the conditions of non-local, then also they are eligible for non-local quota. So let's say, for example, if the student has not studied last 4 years and has not satisfied the last 7 years condition, then next condition that needs to be considered is if the student has studied 10 years in AP, AU region or AP or Telangana, then he can be considered for non-local quota. Okay. If the student doesn't satisfy that condition, then that condition can be taken to their parents' case also. Let's say, for example, if their parents have at least resided in the state for 10 years, and if they have documented proof for that, they can also be considered for non-local quota. Okay. So usually at parent level, if they have studied 10 years of in the state, their study certificates can be used to get a local status certificate, can be used to get local status certificates from the respective governments of AP and Telangana, and any certificate is useful for both the states, at least for this year. Okay. So any, let's say, I think there is someone who has asked, sir, I have studied till 7th class in AP, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th in Telangana. So you are basically local in Telangana and non-local for AP. Okay. Okay. So are there any doubts in regards to this local criteria and non-local criteria? I mean, we haven't activated the voice option because a lot of people, I mean, will not be able to continue the class. So please reply through chat for any questions which I ask. Okay. Yeah, we'll go to that. So are there any doubts in regards to this local criteria and non-local criteria? Okay then. So after this, we'll go to the let's see. I think there's just give me a second. Yeah. So let's go to the total counseling process of Telangana. So understand that Telangana is a state where registration for counseling will only be done once. That is before start of round one. And re-registration or reopening of registration will not be done for any other case. And please understand that question and answers will be answered at the end of the session, not during the meeting. So the registration will be done before the start of any round of counseling. Yes. I'm coming back to that. I'll come back to your questions at the end of the session. So please. So the registration process. So what exactly happens in this registration process? So the registration process is divided into, let's say, 4 steps, which basically has the first initial details which needs to be filled, which includes your NEET rank, your father's name, your category of reservation, which you are eligible under the state rules. Understand that while applying for NEET exam, you might have mentioned one of the options in general, OBC, SC, and ST. Whereas if you come to the state government counseling, mainly for Telangana A category, there is no OBC reservation. So you need to reselect your reservation during the time of reservation and during the time of registration. So here in state, the whole reservation criteria is divided into general, EWS, BCA, BCB, BCC, BCD, BCE, and SC and ST. Okay, and you need to select the criteria to which you belong to at the time of registration. Okay. And after you fill these details, there will be an application fee payment which needs to be done. So the amount is, give me a second, let me see the last year's registration fee. So application fees for last year has been around 3,500 for OC and BC candidates and 2,900 for SC and ST candidates. So this year also we can expect something similar in terms of fees or maybe a little increase in that. And after you do the payment, after that, rest of the data filling will be happening. So in which you will be asked your where you have studied your classing education from, let's say, 6th to 12th class. You need to mention every school name, every college name, and every area to which it belongs to. And after you fill your details completely, and you need to upload your signature and photo then and there itself. And after that, the document uploading will start. So, and the documents which are required at the time of uploading are yeah, these are the documents which you need to upload at the time of document uploading. So they are your NEET rank card, which you have already gotten, and your 10th class memo, marks memo. And after that, your intermediate marks memo. It will be very good if you get the long memo. If not, short memo is okay, but short memo needs to be stamped and signed by the principal of the college. And most of you will not have it if you have directly downloaded it from the net. So please get it done. And after the study certificates from 6th to 12th class are mandatory for A category. Because based on that, the counseling body will decide whether you are eligible for local quota or not. And after that, TC from 12th class is good enough. 10th class TC is not required. Only 12th class TC. And after that, your Aadhaar card and other certificates based on your applicability. Let's say, for example, if you belong to any of the castes other than general, let's say EWS or PCA, B, C, D, E, SC, and ST, you need to upload your caste certificate, preferably which is taken after 2016. Okay. And after that, minority certificate. So there are some cases of students who belong to Muslim criteria, but they also come under OC. So for those type of candidates, they need to submit a minority certificate, which will be given by their 10th class principal. Okay. Whereas rest of the Muslims who come under BCE category need not get a separate minority certificate because their BCE certificate will itself act as a minority certificate. So this minority certificate is primarily required for Muslims who belong to OC category. And after that, if you are trying to claim some reimbursements and all, and if your income is less than 2 lakhs, then you need to upload your income certificate. Understand that the income certificate is only required for people who has income less than 2 lakhs. If your income is above 2 lakhs, income certificate is not required. It's not a mandatory document. Okay. And after that, residency certificate. As we have discussed, if you don't have, if you belong to local or if you satisfy the local conditions, then your study certificates will itself act as a proof of local. But let's say, for example, if you don't satisfy the local conditions and you want to claim non-local quota under the 10 years rule, then you need to produce the residency certificate. If not, your studies, if you have studied from 6th class to 12th class in AP or Telangana, then you don't require residency certificate. Okay, am I understood? Am I audible and did I? Yes, okay, good. So, and after that, there are some special reservations during the counseling. So they are NCC, CAP, and PMC and Anglo as they are mentioned. NCC, you all know, if you hold at least NCC A certificate or NCC B certificate, then it is better you upload them during the process of counseling and select that you are eligible for so and so quota. Okay. And after that, CAP. So CAP is basically children of armed personnel. So, there are a lot of priorities individually in NCC and CAP. They will be discussed at a later meeting if it is required. Currently, I will not discuss the priorities. But if there are any children of armed personnel, even ex-servicemen or servicemen, then you can apply under CAP quota. Whereas PMC is police martyrs children. So that is basically for people or children of police martyrs. So there will be very few, I mean 1 or 2 people applying every year. So if you are eligible under that quota, you need to produce the PMC certificate from the police department. And after that, Anglo-Indian quota. You need to get this Anglo-Indian certificate from the embargo if you are eligible for that. Okay. So these are the documents which are required. So is there any issues or any queries in regards to the documents? Please put it up in chat. Do we need to get separate certificate from 6th to 12th? No, if you are eligible, if you have studied in the state, depending on the school which you have studied, they will give you their own study certificates. So you don't require a separate certificate or any such type of thing from 6th to 12th. If you have studied from 6th to 12th in a single school, they will give you only one certificate. Or it's basically not certificate, it's study or bona fide. Okay. And explain about residency certificate. That is 10 years proof of residency. There is a format which I'll share it at the end of the meeting through WhatsApp. So get it signed by the local MRO if you can get that. So for that, you basically need to prove that either the student or the parents have studied or resided in the state for 10 years. Whatever the time frame might be, it doesn't matter whether they have done it in 1990s or 1980s. If you have physical documented proof, then that's good enough. When counseling starts, as per the notice given by MCC to the individual colleges, the counseling might start from mid of July. I belong to Telangana, so I can put a local state in. If you are a local of Telangana, basically you are eligible for A category only in 3 places: All India quota, Telangana and AP, nothing else. So understand that there is no sports quota available for MBBS and BDS admissions. Okay, so no certificates will be accepted. Okay, so and after this whole registration process has been done and you upload all your documents, so from then onwards, the university starts verifying your documents. So before that, they will release a provisional merit list. And after completion of the document verification for everyone, they will release a final merit list, which can be considered as the state merit list for A category counseling. Understand that before this whole registration process starts, there will be a data of students which will be released by KNRHS on the behalf of TS government, which is not state merit list. It is just the list of students who have studied their 12th class from Telangana or who have kept their kept their address as Telangana. That's it. Okay. Please brief about income certificate. Okay. So understand that for EWS certificate, it will be based on yearly income. So you need to get the latest EW certificate. Primarily for this year's counseling, you need to get a certificate which has been issued after April 1st, 2023. Who will provide income certificate? MRO. Okay. So and after the release of this merit list, final merit list, we'll have round 1, round 2, and round 3 of choice filling and counseling. So basically, in every round, there will be a choice filling, and after choice filling, there will be an allotment of results, allotment of seats, which is basically results. And after that, you need to download your allotment letter. And just a second. Sorry for the interruption. So, and understand that, please, if you have any questions, please ask it in Q&A. We'll try to clear everything. Don't ask it in the chat because we'll be continuing with the meeting. Okay. So, and in round 1, after allotment is done, you need to go to specific colleges and you need to deposit your original documents and you need to deposit the bonds which are required by the counseling body and the college. And along with that, you need to do the fee payment. Okay. So, and after that, rest of the counseling process, I think we'll discuss it in tomorrow's meeting because we have got a lot of questions to answer right now itself. So I'll continue this meeting after answering the Q&A. Is that okay? Give me yes or no so that based on that. Okay, okay. I'll continue then. I'll continue. A lot of people are saying to continue, so I'll continue. So let's say in round 1, once you get a seat allotted in a college, you need to first of all inquire from the college what exactly the fees they require and in what denomination they require. Usually and generally, they require you to submit the fees in forms of DDs. So once you take the DDs and get your bonds done from the notary person, you need to submit fees, your all originals and 2 sets of Xerox, and along with them the bonds required by the university and the college. And once you complete that, they will give you a provisional admission form. Once they give you that, it means that you have joined in round 1. Okay. So once you have been allotted a seat in round 1, you have got 2 choices, whether you want to join or not. And understand that as per the Telangana A category counseling and rules and regulations 2022, if a student has been allotted a college in any round of counseling and if he doesn't join, then he'll be kicked out of the counseling. He will not be able to join for rest of the rounds. Repeat it again. So understand that. Let's say, for example, for round 1 choice filling, you have kept all the colleges, even the colleges you are not interested in, and you have been allotted a college. So if you have been allotted a college, understand that you need to join. And if you don't join, you will be out of the counseling. That's it. There will be no other penalties. The only penalty is that you will be out of Telangana A category 2023 counseling, then and there itself. You can apply for any number of colleges you are interested in. There is no limit. Okay. And let's say, for example, you have been allotted a seat and you have completed all the joining formalities. Then you have an option. I mean, you can also participate in round 2 also for further upgradation. And for the students who have not been allotted any seat in round 1, they will directly be eligible for round 2 and they need to do the choice filling once again. Is it same for both categories? Yes, it is same for both A and B. Understand that from round 2 onwards, there are a lot of rules and regulations which will be happening. So let's say, for example, in round 2, you have been allotted a college. And if you want to take it, then you need to complete all the formalities which you have done in round 1. Basically, payment of fees to the college, submission of your originals to the college, and submission of all the bonds which are required by the college. So, and for the people who have joined in round 1 college, you need to go to the previous college. They will give you a document which says that they have got all their originals with them. You need to submit that document along with your bond originals and fees to the new college. That's it. Okay. And if you have joined any college in Telangana A category round 2, then you are not eligible for any further counselings anywhere in India, including Telangana A category. So once you get a seat in round 2 and you have joined, that's it for your counseling. Okay. Am I clear on this? Yes, very good. So, and coming to your 3 years thing. So let's say, for example, if someone joins in round 2 and understand that for Telangana, both A and B categories, there is a date which is known as free exit date, which is usually before round 2 of counseling. So if someone who has joined in round 1 wants to exit from the joint college, he can exit before the free exit date. If someone wants to exit the joint college after free exit date, or someone who has joined in round 2, then there are a lot of penalties which are applicable. One of the penalties is that he is not eligible for any counseling under Telangana A category for that course for the next 3 years. So let's say, for example, you have joined in MBBS and you have, I mean, in round 2 and you want to exit. You can exit, but you will not be eligible for the next 3 years counselings in Telangana for MBBS course. You will be eligible for rest of the courses. Yes, this rule is applicable for both A and B category, and understand that that's not the only penalty. The other penalties include payment of complete tuition fee for the next 5 years to the college and payment of course discontinuation fee to the university. Last year, the course discontinuation fee for KNRHS for A category MBBS or BDS is 20 lakh rupees. So let's say, for example, if someone has joined in, I'm repeating it once again as you're asking. So if someone has got a seat in round 1 and the free exit date is already done, and if he wants to exit come out of the college after let's say free exit date, then there will be a lot of penalties which the student will be incurring. One of the penalties is that after he exits, he will not be eligible for next 3 years counselings in MBBS in Telangana, either A category or B category, doesn't matter. He is not eligible for any counseling under KNRHS. Okay. Along with that, to first of all do a exit from the college, he needs to pay 5 years of fees, and he needs to also pay the bond breaking amount or course discontinuation amount of 20 lakhs to the university. Can we take the no? Understand that for a person who has joined in round 2, he is not eligible for any further rounds. And for a student who has gotten a seat in Telangana A category and has not joined, then he is not eligible for third round because he is out of counseling. So the only people who are eligible for third round is the students who have not gotten a seat in round one and round two. Okay, what is upgradation? Eligible for. No, understand that the free exit date will be before second round of counseling, not after second round. Thank you so much. Okay, so for basically after round two, for mop up or any rounds which are happening thereafter, if a student gets a seat, he has been allotted a seat, then he needs to join it. If he doesn't join, as per the university rules and regulations, he'll be incurring all the penalties which a student gets if he doesn't exit after free exit date. The free exit date is a date which is given to the students who have joined in round one. It's an option, I mean, they can use if they want to exit the counseling. Okay. So, and after that, from mop-up round onwards, it is, I mean, the similar process which will happen in round two will be happening. If you get a, you need to fill out the choice filling, and after that, if you get a seat, you need to join there. And joining formalities include payment of fees through DD, submission of your originals, and submission of all the bonds which are required by the university and the college. And after mop-up, you'll be having a stray round. So I think that's it in regards to the counseling process. Okay. So does anyone have any queries in regards to the counseling process? If we apply for upgradation, if you apply for upgradation, didn't like round two college, will round one. Understand that while keeping options in round two, you need to make sure that you will keep only choices which you want, which you are willing to lose the round one allotted college for. Because once you get a seat in round two, then the round one allotted college will be allotted to some other candidate. There will be no option to backtrack. So can I go for round two? Sir, can I go for round two even after getting a seat in round one? Yes, that is known as upgradation. You can. If you exit round one counseling before free. No, you are not eligible for round two counseling if you exit from counseling, I mean before free exit date, because it means that you haven't taken the allotted seat in round one. So you're out of counseling as per Telangana A category rules. Stray round. Stray round, it's simply under round after mop-up round. So there will not be any separate criteria or separate things for that. The stray round, it will happen as mop-up happens only. For any other queries which understand that if you get a seat, even a worst college in round two, then there is nothing you can do. You need to join itself. If not, you'll be out of counseling from Telangana and you are not eligible for third round. Do we have simultaneous counseling? That is not yet sure. And understand that for Telangana A category counseling, you need to do choice filling for each and every round. Okay. So for rest of the queries, so please ask it in Q&A. So understand that as per last year, in last year's counselings, we have got 18 government colleges for counseling in India, in Telangana. They are Gandhi, Osmania, ESI, Kakatiya, Nizamabad, Mahbubnagar, Siddipet, Adilabad, Nalgonda, Suryapet, Sangareddy, Vanapati, Jagatyal, Mahbubabad, Ramagundam, Nagar Karnool, Bhadradri Kottagudem, and Manchiria. And last year, private colleges are these 20 colleges. I will not repeat them. You can, I think this is visible to you, right? Okay. So this year, as per the, and we have got in the 4 more minority colleges. And this year, as per the NMC website, there are going to be around 13 colleges which are going to be added for this year. They are Government Medical College, Rajanna Sirsilla, Government Medical College, Komaram Bhim, Asifabad, Government Medical College, Nirmal, Government Medical College, Vikarabad, Government Medical College, Jangaon, Government Medical College, Khammam, Government Medical College, Kamareddy, Government Medical College, Jaishankar Bhupalpalli, Government Medical College, Karimnagar. So understand that all these government colleges, roughly 100 seats are increasing. I mean, there are roughly 100 seats in each and every government college. So that roughly comes around to 900 seats. And other than that, you have got 4 more private colleges, which are CMR Institute of Medical Sciences, Medchal, Arundhati Institute of Medical Sciences, Medchal, Nilama Institute of Medical Sciences, Medchal, and Father Colombo Institute of Medical Sciences, Warangal. So these 4 medical colleges, private medical colleges, have roughly 150 seats in each. So the total number of seats which are going to be there, I mean, it will be increasing by 1,500 by at least. If there are any new colleges which are going to be happening before, I mean, which are going to get recognized before start of the counseling, they will also be added. But understand that in this Nilama Institute of Medical Sciences, Medchal, we are not yet sure whether it's a private college or whether it's coming as a deemed university, which will confirm it at a later stage. Okay. So understand that as per last year's statistics, we have got around 6,700 seats for A category for total seats, and for A category we have got 4,424 seats. Okay, and all India quota from the state government colleges are around 431, and B category arrangement 1,267, and NRNC category 578, and these are the category wise cutoffs. So, category wise cutoffs and all will postpone it to tomorrow's meeting. So any questions in regards to cutoffs, please join us tomorrow. And for rest of the things, we'll take Q&A. So please start posting your questions in Q&A. We'll take each and every question one by one and we'll answer it live. Okay. So any cutoff related questions will be answered tomorrow, not today. Okay. So first one, cutoffs, we'll see tomorrow. I got chances, cutoffs. So can you explain the process of counseling? I have already answered this. So what is the cutoff for BDS? So cutoffs tomorrow, safe score. Will the counseling be combined? Okay, this is a very important question. Understand that NMC has given rules and regulations saying that there would be a combined counseling. But understand that it has been released at a very late date. So we are not yet sure whether it will be happening for this year or not. Okay. So understand that even if a combined counseling happens, there will not be much, what do you say, effect on the states. I mean, if there is any effect, it's going to be a positive effect, because there might be some students who uh, might go from, I mean, who are eligible for state quota might go for some colleges outside of Telangana. So there might be some extra seats. So it's a positive outcome only, but we are not sure whether it will be done this year or not. Okay. So cutoffs tomorrow. If you get a seat in A category, then later, if you get a seat in B category in good college, can be changed. So it depends on in which round you have gotten these things. Praveen Kumar, please understand that if you have gotten a seat in round one and you have joined, and if you get a seat in round two, before the free exit date of round A category, round one, then you can go for it. There is no issue. But if you get a seat in B category after the free exit date, then you cannot go. Okay. Am I clear on this? Yes. Okay. So next. So who all can apply for minority colleges? Yes. So understand that there are 4 minority colleges in Telangana. They are Deccan, Shada, Ayan, and I think I have got the list here. Yeah. And Dr. B.R.K. Women's College. So for these 4 colleges are Muslim minority seats. So anyone who come under Muslim minority are eligible for admission to these colleges. And understand that VRK is a women's college, so all the seats in it are reserved for women only. Okay. And understand that please understand that all the BCE certificate holders are eligible for minority quota, and along with them, the Muslims who are in OC are also eligible. Okay. So, and next question. So this is answer. When TS Kanner quota starts. So, as All India quota has conveyed to the colleges, they said that the counseling is most probably going to start from middle of July. So maybe, Telangana A category counseling might start from then itself, mid of July. Okay. And so will round 2 rule will be there for 2023 as in 2022. Yes, it will be there. So which college is best for MBBS, government or private? In Telangana, I would say that Gandhi is the best possible option currently for any student. So for rest of the college, we'll discuss it at a later stage. Please give information about E category total fee structure in government and private colleges. Okay. Understand that as per the government of Telangana, the fee structure in government colleges is roughly around 15,000 15,000 per year, and the total costing might come up to 25,000 per year. And whereas for private colleges, government declared tuition fees 60,000 per year. Yes. And except for ESI, which has got its own rules and regulations. So it has a fees of 1 lakh per year. Okay, and understand that above this tuition fee, the colleges are going to charge you some admission fee and some extra yearly fees that might range from 30,000 to 1 lakh. And other than this, you will have your hostel fees, which range from 15-20,000 in government colleges to 2-3 lakhs in private colleges, where depending on what options you want. Okay. And how to choose college priority order. Priority order discussion will be happening. We'll discuss it at that time. But understand that the priority order should be top to bottom, or first preferred to last preferred. Okay. And after this, we have got Nagarajun. If AIQ quota seat got in TS or AP, it's eligibility for PG with local, or only eligibility for only all India quota. Okay. Understand that if you get a all India quota seat in local government colleges in Telangana or AP, then you are local then and there itself. Let's say, for example, if you have joined in Osmania University under all India quota, then as per the local rules of Telangana state government, it is simple. If you have studied last 4 years in Telangana, you are eligible for Telangana A category. So as you have studied in Telangana itself, you are eligible for that. There is no doubt about that. Okay. But there is one thing, I mean, according to the current rules and regulations, even if you study in AIMS Baby Nagar, you are eligible for local quota in Telangana. But understand that the first batch from AIMS Baby Nagar will be coming next year. So the state government might modify some rules next year, so we don't know. And if you have joined in All India quota into some other states, then it depends on the states. Let's say, for example, if you have studied in AIMS New Delhi, you are not local of New Delhi. Okay. For PG basically. And so every state has got its own rules and regulations. So it depends on the state where the college is located. Okay. Is it the right study sensitive to being central government employee? Understand that as you have studied 7th to 12th in Hyderabad, you are local as you have studied 9th to 12th. That's it. Okay. So this has been done. So next question from Vinay, cutoffs will not be discussed. When will counseling start? Already answered. So can we participate in both A category and B category? Yes, understand that the last year timeline is after A category round 1, B category round 1 has happened. And after B category round 1, A category round 2 has happened. And so you can participate in both the counselings, but it depends on lot of issues like free exit dates and all. Okay. So this has been done. Will we get a state rank separately after AIR rank? Yes, as I have discussed, currently I think within 1 week or so, the KNRHS or government of Telangana is going to release a list or data of students who has applied from state of Telangana. That is not a merit list. But after you apply for A category and after document verification, you will get a final merit list for A category. So that can be regarded as state ranks. Okay. So this has been done. So can we apply for non-local quota of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu? I mean, there is non-local quota in the state of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. There are a lot of local quotas in Karnataka. There are separate rules for that. If you are eligible for that, you can apply for them. If not, no. And if you opt for B category in first counseling, will be allowed to participate in A category round 2 and mop-up rounds. This is a very good question, but understand that as I have discussed the free exit date for A category scenario, the similar thing will be applicable for B category also. So if A category round 2 happens before free exit date of B category, then you can participate. If not, no. Okay. Okay. So this has been done. When will counseling starts? Repetitive. Do we need residence certificate as my daughter is studying in Telangana in the last? Understand that if you have studied last 7 years in Telangana, no residency is required. And even if you have at least studied last 4 years in Telangana, no residency certificate is required. Okay. And do we need income certificate for counseling in state quota for BCB category? Okay. Understand that you require income certificate if and only if your income is less than 2 lakhs. If your income is more than 2 lakhs, then no, it's not required. And for what is cutoff now? If I am a local and OCA student, then I am eligible for 85% quota. Could you confirm? Understand that for an OCA student to be eligible for A category, there are some rules and regulations which have been given by uh, Government of India Home Ministry and also by Supreme Court. So if you are eligible for under those criteria, then yes, and if you have studied for last 4 years in Telangana, then you are eligible. So then we'll come repetitive. Can you please inform during all documents required for all the different counselings for a local general category student? I think I have already shown you those, right? Uh, Hitesh, so do you want me to repeat that or is that good enough? Uh, Hitesh, can you reply on chat? It would be good. No, no, it's enough. Okay, that's good enough then. Okay, done. So, sir, I studied first to 10th in Telangana, but 11th and 12th in other state. So, Biswajit Patro, so where have you studied your 11th and 12th? Understand, please understand that everyone, if you have some doubts, please post it in Q&A. And for the people whom I'm requesting some answers from, please use the chat for that. We are going 11th and 12th. So, Biswajit Patro, are you there? I mean, where have you studied your 11th and 12th? Okay, I think I'm not getting a reply from it. So let's say, so I'll answer it in the general thing. So if you have studied 11th and 12th in AP, in any region, AU or sorry, AU or SVU, then you are local of Telangana as you satisfy the maximum period of 7 years criteria. But if you study anywhere other than AP, then you are not local of Telangana. Simple. Okay. So I'll mark this as done. Sir, if I studied 8th, 9th, 10th in Vizag, 11th, 12th in Hyderabad. So it depends on Apurva. So Apurva, where have you studied your 6th and 7th? It would be better if Apurva can reply in chat. In Hyderabad, 6th and 7th. So if you have studied 6th and 7th in Hyderabad, then maximum period in last 7 years would be Hyderabad, right? So you are eligible under OU category because 8, 9, 10, 3 years in AU, 4 years in OU. So you are eligible under local category for Telangana itself. Okay. Very good. Okay. So cutoffs will not be discussed in this. We'll have a separate meeting for cutoffs. So please don't post any question answers in regards to cutoffs. Can we participate for both and A and B category? Yes, you can. I don't think there's a question. So when counseling starts, repetitive. My son, 2nd to 10th in OU region, 11th and 12th in AP. So Rachamala Ravinder. So he is eligible for local category in OU and non-local category in AP. Okay. If you opt for B category, first counseling, will we be allowed to participate in A category, second round and mop-up rounds? Understand that as I have already discussed, it depends on the free exit date. If round 2 of A category happens before free exit date, you will be eligible for second round. I don't think free exit date of B category will be extending till mop-up round, so you will not be eligible for mop-up rounds. Balram, am I okay? Am I clear? Okay. So, and after that, can you please explain with an example seat matrix with figures for national and state quota? Okay, we'll take this as a session. We'll do it for tomorrow's session. Okay. As we are going to discuss cutoffs and all tomorrow. So we'll discuss that also. Just a second. I'll notify my team to make a. Okay, we'll discuss this in next meeting, Srinivas. So I have studied in AP till 7th class, remaining 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th in TS. So you are local in TS. Simple. Who needs to have a residency certificates in the above 3 situations? Srinid, can you elaborate this question? I think because I'm not sure what exactly you mean by this. Can you reply in chat, please? For all India is residency required. So understand that if you are okay, I got it. So understand that if I mean, let's say for example, if you get a seat in Maharashtra state counseling, I mean Maharashtra state medical colleges through all India quota, then they will ask you for a nationality certificate. So understand that either Telangana government or AP government will not give or issue a nationality certificate to anyone. So the alternative document for nationality certificate is a residency certificate from Telangana or AP governments or your passport. So in that case, residency certificate is required. So similarly, there are 2-3 states which will ask you for a residency or nativity certificates. So if you have gotten a very good rank and if you are planning to go for all India quota counseling, then yes, you need to have a residency certificate. But if you are not planning for all India quota 15% colleges, but if you are planning for some deemed universities or so in all India quota, then no issues. You don't require that. Okay. Okay, very good. Done. So what is the safe score? We'll not be discussing anything in regards to the cutoff. Sir, is domicile certificate necessary? There is no such thing as domicile certificates in AP or Telangana. So you don't require any such domicile certificates. At least for AP and Telangana. There are some states which require domicile certificates for their local candidates like UP, Madhya Pradesh, a lot of other states. But in Telangana or Andhra, no. Okay. Should we get any medical certificate for registration or during document verification? No, during registration or uploading of documents, medical certificates is not mandatory, Komarvelli, Akanksha. But during joining, some colleges will ask you for medical certificates, and some colleges will do a medical verification then and there itself during the process of joining itself. So it depends on college to college, but it's not required for registration or document verification. Understand that. Abba, please don't ask any questions in chat. Okay. Please ask it in Q&A only because I'm not able to, go through all the chat. So I'll not be able to reply to any questions in chat. So if you have some questions, please ask it in Q&A. We'll go one by one. And we do health certificate. That's it. That is medical certificate. And I have already clarified that right now. Where has this question? Just like. Okay. So if a student does not study in Telangana and parents reside in AP, can't apply for non-local quota. They can apply for non-local quota in Telangana if the parents will be able to produce documented proof that they have stayed in the state for more than 10 years, and they need to get the non-local status certificate from AP government or 10 years residency certificate from Telangana government. Okay. Is that okay, Aruna? Okay. I think we'll go for the next question. Sir, I have studied in KV Hyderabad from 7th to 12th. Am I considered OU local? Yes, you are OU local. When do we get a state rank? They've already explained after completion of registration process for A category. Okay, registration fee for OC. Last year it's around 3,500. This year we are not sure. Let's wait for the application to open. Okay. So when will counseling start? Already answered. Sir, is there any reservation for NCC candidates in A category? Yes, there is reservation for NCC candidates in A category, and they need to produce all their A category certificates, B category certificates, or NOWSEN, or all the CAMP certificates also. And along with them, if they have participated in any sports during camping time, then they need to submit that also because they carry a lot of weight. And understand that if you have participated in pre-RD or RD, there is a very, very, very good chance that you might get some good seats. So if you are eligible, I mean, if you are an NCC candidate, then please do it. So when will NEET UG counseling? When will NEET UG counseling starts? Answer. How to get 6 to 9 certificates. You can get 6 to 9 study certificates from the college where you have studied. Okay. So we have got 10 minutes more for this session. When will counseling start? Answer. When will they discuss it? We'll discuss, each and every counseling in the future meetings. So we'll plan out a schedule and we'll send them to you across, and we'll plan accordingly. Okay, just a second. Okay, so when will they discuss about? Okay, then when will the Telangana state rank release? I have told that, sir. Actually, I have studied from class 1 to 7th at Saudi, 8th to 12th in Telangana. I got to know that I'm local, but I'm doing no. You, Apeksha God, you don't require a residency certificate, but you require study certificates also from 1 to 7. That's a mandatory document. So my colleague's daughter joined in AC college under non-local quota. They reside in AP. Okay, I don't think, I think it's a statement. It's not this thing. Okay, so let's leave it at that. Anglo. It means Anglo Indians. Okay. Next, can you give clarity about residence certificate? I think I have spoken it 2 to 3 times. So Sirisha, do you still require an explanation? And Dikshita, please don't spam in the chat. We are going through question answers one by one. We'll try to go through however much possible today. If not, we'll have it done tomorrow. Okay. Please don't worry. So, Sirisha, can you give me a reply in chat? Please be fast if you can. I'll leave it there. So, TS student got MBBS in A category seat in All India quota and he is eligible for state quota PG entrance. He is eligible for state quota in PG. Yes. Study gate certificates from which class to which class is required. So understand that depending on which state counseling you're participating, each and every counseling has different requirements. And for Telangana and AP, you require study certificates from 6th to 12th, which is mandatory. Okay. And sir, I studied, can you, okay, sir, I studied 6th to 8th in one school, 9th to 10th in one. So you need to get 2 study certificates from 6th to 8th in the school, from the school which you have studied there, and 9th to 10th in the other school. Okay. So do we require 1 to 5 study certificates for counseling? Some states require them, Amma. Let's say Karnataka state counseling requires 1 to 5. So if you're only planning to apply for Telangana and AP, it's not required. But if you are planning for some B category or some other quota in some other states, yes, you need them. So can you say from which class to which class studies? I have already answered that. Telangana local candidates apply for Andhra too as local? No. Telangana local candidates will be eligible to Andhra counselings under non-local quota. Okay. Does state rank matters in counseling? Yes. Understand that after the final merit list is released, based on the final merit list ranks only, the counseling whole process is done. So, and after that, if a TS student gets MBBS seat in A category seat in All India quota in TS or AP is eligible for state quota. Yes, he is eligible. I have already clarified this residence certificate, Dikshita. So I don't think you require any further answer in that, right? I have study certificates. Study certificates in now is it residence certificate? No, as I have already clarified this, I think this is no need to answer. Can you say from which class? I have answered this. Which kind of counseling are we going to have for state counseling or central counseling? So we are not yet sure this year. So let's wait and see. Understand that in AP, residency certificate will not be issued, local status certificate will be issued. So if you come under non-local quota and you want to avail that 10 years thing, you need to ask for local status certificates, format for which will be shared with all of you people through WhatsApp. Okay, so which next the state ranker is, can we say from which class to which class? The answer. Okay, answer. Can say which answer. Can you please repeat about residence certificate? I think I have done that. So 6 students studied in one school can submit only 10th certificate and inter separate certificates, or should they submit 6th, 9th? Understand that a study certificates will include from which class to which class they have studied and from which year to which year they have studied. So if you have them both in a single certificate, that is good enough. Now, please don't use chat for personal discussions or any other discussions. Please. So can you say so MRO office is not allowing to issue income certificate. Yes, as I have said you, income certificates are only required for people who has income less than 2 lakhs. It is not required for rest of the people. So you don't go and apply for income certificate if your income is more than 2 lakhs. Okay, I belong to OBC. Will non-criminal be useful? In the state counseling, no. In the state counseling, you need to produce BCA, BCDE certificates, not OBC certificate. Sir, if studied in 8th, 9th, 10th in Vizag, 11th, 12th in Hyderabad, am I local? I think I have already answered this. Is the income certificate compulsory? If it no, expected cutoff will not be discussed. This thing not. Can you say that from which class to which class study certificates are required? I have already done that. So studied 11th and 12th in Telangana. Can I get a local seat? Kritika Chakraborty, can you please mention your study from 6th to 10th? Kritika Chakraborty. Am I audible? If you are not there, I'll skip on to the next question because I can't give an answer based on the details which you have provided. Okay, I'm skipping on. Sorry. Obviously, NCC is a special category, right? So the cutoffs will be a bit lower for STIC and educational law. Understand that if you want any information related to an educational law, please go and approach a bank people. They can give you a better response than me. Okay. Residency at gap certificate. Okay. So gap certificate is required if there is a gap in between your qualifying examination, which is your 12th class, and the NEET examination or the current year. So then you require a gap certificate. Usually, if you take some coaching from coaching center, ask them for a gap certificate, they will give that, submit that to the college. If your college asks specifically for a gap certificate from the government of Telangana, then you need to go to the MRO office and apply for that. And understand that the process for that is very hectic. So better not do that beforehand. Okay. So and after that, I will disconnect it. Can you apply for non-local quota in both AP and BC if you are eligible? Yes, you can. And sir, what is the cutoff? When will the release state-wise merit list? As I have already told you, merit lists and actual merit lists can only be released after completion of registration for the respective counselings. Explain what the process required for B category college. We'll discuss it in a new video completely. Okay. And explain what is the process required for B category and college cutoff and what is the process. Okay, then students, I think we'll take a leave for now. And all the questions which have been asked from now onwards, we will store them and we'll try to give a reply to them in next meeting. And after which we'll have a session on seats cutoffs and all. Okay. And just a second. So as we have got another 200 plus queries which needs to be answered, we'll take up, I think, next 2 to 3 meetings on Q&A only directly in regards to this. And after that, we'll conduct a session on cutoffs. Sorry, everyone. There has been some technical issue here. So we'll end today's session now. And we'll continue on discussing all the Q&A only in terms of counseling procedures and all for the next 2 sessions. Mostly tomorrow and day after tomorrow, we'll send you the schedules and we'll plan accordingly. Okay. And thank you for attending. So let's meet tomorrow. And share and subscribe our YouTube channel so that you can use the live session of this there itself. Okay. Bye.